Mamas, this is Ashley Decoding Mama. In this video I wanted to talk a little bit about my daughter's first trick-or-treating experience a couple days ago. This was her second Halloween, but last year we didn't do anything just because she was really little. And so we went trick-or-treating for the first time. And we went in my old neighborhood and my husband's old neighborhood. And that was actually a lot of fun to kind of take her where we used to trick-or-treat. And we got to talk to some of his old neighbors and like one of my old neighbors because the neighborhood has changed so much. And I know that she had a lot of fun and she loved knocking on the doors. And it was so funny for a lot of the houses, the people would, they would bend down and hold the bowl out to her. And they're like, okay, go ahead and pick one. So she would take one with one hand and then she would go to take another one. And then I'm like, no, baby, just take one. And then the people were so nice and they let her pretty much take like 2 and 3 pieces of candy. I think there was not a house that we didn't leave with at least 3 pieces of candy. So for an entire block, we have, I would say probably like 1/4 of a bag of candy, which is kind of a lot for such a short amount of time, but it was also kind of awesome just because she enjoyed it so much. And it was also really funny because she would try to take the bowl of candy and then she would pick up the pieces of candy and then she would I would have her put them in her trick-or-treating bag, and then she would try to walk into each of the houses that we were trick-or-treating. And so everyone was just so nice, which was really great. But the sad part is we saw hardly any trick-or-treaters. And I don't know if it's just where we were trick-or-treating or just the different cultures that have moved in who don't really participate in trick-or-treating, or people have just decided that they're just not going to do it. But it was actually pretty sad because the places that I used to trick-or-treat, more than half of the houses weren't participating. And so it was completely dark, no decorations, which is totally fine. And we obviously can't make people put up decorations and hand out candy, but I just feel in the last few years the trick-or-treating just hasn't been as popular. And there was a lot of just kind of empty streets. And I think when we were in my husband's old neighborhood, we saw a couple groups of kids. In my old neighborhood, the streets were completely empty, and we saw like maybe one other group of trick-or-treaters. And it was probably between like 7:30, 8 o'clock, 8:15, and there was hardly any trick-or-treaters. It's definitely going to kind of change how we do Halloween if we do realize that there's not going to be trick-or-treaters, so we kind of have to find different things for her to do. And I don't know if other moms are kind of experiencing this, because for next year we might just go to, they call it like trick or trunk, where people come together and they decorate like the trunks of their cars and hand out candy there. So I don't think next year it would be worth our time to kind of walk around neighborhoods anymore, just because there's not that many people who are going to participate. And like I really want that kind of experience for my daughter, but with the times changing, it's almost like we have to figure out different ways to celebrate Halloween. And if there's ideas that you have, please let me know and leave a comment to kind of share how you celebrate, because I do want my daughter to experience Halloween, because when I was growing up, I loved Halloween, but I might need to figure out a different approach next year. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next time. Hey, thanks for watching my channel. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the like and subscribe button. Also comment on what you liked and what you'd like to see in the future. I'm really looking forward to making more videos, and see you next time!